What is up, everybody out there in HeroClix land? This once again is Scott Porter, back for day 5, our final day of our quick and dirty unboxing series for the new HeroClix set, Batman, the animated series. A set that is near and dear to me. It is my childhood encapsulated in 30-minute episodes of beautiful cartoon goodness. And man, has this set really paid off. A lot of figures we've never seen before, filling out some of the Batman Beyond universe, filling out just my wildest dreams of being able to play with the animated versions of my favorite comic book characters, many of whom are so deep and so well drawn within the confines of Batman the animated series, the New Adventures of Batman, and then even getting to play with some of my favorite versions of the Justice League ever from Justice League Unlimited. I'm wondering who else we'll get in Batman Beyond. We haven't seen 10 yet. His Terry McGinnis's girlfriend, who was with the Royal Flush Gang, who was 10, kind of had like a back and forth relationship like Batman and Catwoman. He had that with her, so I'm wondering if we'll see her, if we'll see Max, one of his best friends, who was kind of like his Oracle in a way. We haven't seen Bruce Wayne yet from Batman Beyond, and then there's so many other characters that I want to see from Batman the Animated Series. Haven't seen Clayface yet from that. And that is like probably my biggest want right now, is to pull a Clayface. And then we haven't seen any Super Friends. You know, it shows you on the side of the box that we have Super Friends in this set. And I was wondering, you know, are they going to be chases? And I can tell you right now, yes, the Super Friends are going to be chases. The reason I can tell you this is because WizKids actually sent me a couple of them. And as a special treat, I'm going to show them off. They sent me Apache Chief, the Atom, and Aquaman. So the 3 A's from Super Friends. Now, I think that they told me that they're going to preview a couple of these, so you might have seen the Atom and Apache Chief at this point. But I just wanted to show you how they look in hand and in person, these two. Apache Chief looks great. He's got that translucent power emanating off of him. You remember from the cartoon, he would have like lines like vibrating around him. That's kind of how they did it. Really, really great looking piece here, and I'll show you the card in a second. But if they've already been previewed, I'm sure you guys have dissected what these guys do. But the Atom is amazing, guys. In hand, in person, the detail on the little guy is pretty amazing. It's great what they can do. He's so small, you can't even really get him in great focus here, but he looks great. It's one of my favorite sculpts that I have ever seen in HeroClix, period. So, but I don't think that they were going to preview Aquaman, so before I even open boosters today, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what Aquaman does. Now, the reason I love this Aquaman so much, and I know he's on the side of the box, but it's because he's riding Storm. Now, if that's not Storm, that's fine. If you want to say that's not Storm, that's okay, because I know Storm didn't always look like that in the Aquaman cartoon. But Aquaman's special to me because I voice Aquaman actually in the Lego video game series, and I kind of patterned him off like the 60s Aquaman commercial. I kind of modeled it off of the 60s Aquaman cartoon, and Storm was such a big part of that, such a goofy big part of that. And so this Aquaman figure, first and foremost, looks incredible. It's so great, but I'm going to tell you actually what the Aquaman figure does. So all the Super Friends have Trouble Alert. He has Trouble Alert come in Aquaman. I'll tell you what that does in just a second. He's set number 65, has Atlantis, Justice League, and Super Friends keywords. This trait that he has, Trouble Alert, come in Aquaman. Sideline active. Friendly characters have free. If this character critical missed this turn or made the third attack this turn to miss all opposing targets, place a character from your sideline that can use Trouble Alert trait adjacent on its blue starting line. At the beginning of your turn, if Aquaman started the game due to the Trouble Alert trait, roll a d6. On a 4 to 6, deal Aquaman 1 unavoidable damage. So they can call in sideline characters with 3 clicks left on their dial. I'm just going to show you where his blue line dial is. Now they can take unavoidable damage, but they can also stay on as a 3-click long sideline call-in. It's pretty dope. It's really going to be great. I want to see how it all works, but with them all being chases, I don't know how many I'm going to have. I have 3 now, so at least I'll be able to play with those 3. He has a trait, having to do stuff on land by occasional weakness. Characters that aren't occupying water terrain modify attack by +2 when attacking Aquaman. Characters that aren't occupying water terrain modify defense by +2 when Aquaman attacks them. So, huge advantages and disadvantages for being in water or out of water. He has a trait, I'll use my undersea telepathy power, generate 3 average fish bystanders. That's the actual name, average fish, which I love. You can see the bystander on the inside here. They've got Force Blast for some reason. Really funny. Very cool. And then Aquaman has a special attack power. Aquaman, go deal with the watery crisis over there. Generate up to 6 water terrain markers in distinct squares within 4 squares, each adjacent to at least one other, and at least one marker must be adjacent to Aquaman. At the beginning of your next turn, remove the water terrain markers. Free, generate an average fish bystander in a square with a water terrain marker placed by Aquaman. So he can use free, create a bunch of water terrain. Free, he can generate an average fish, and as a power, he can actually generate 3 average fish bystanders. And I don't see a maximum of average fish that can be on the board here. So you're thinking, man, how many fish are going to be on the board? Well, the answer is not that many, because they have a trait at the end of your turn, KO this character if it's not occupying water terrain. So, can free, throw up all the water terrain, generate the fish, but then the water terrain goes away at the end of the next turn and all the fish die. So you have to figure out a way to use all of them right then and there. He's going to be a tactical piece. He's really just a comedic piece to me. I love that he's riding a giant darn seahorse outside of Deadpool riding a unicorn. I don't know that we've seen anything that funny in the game. So there you go, a little sneak preview. I don't think I'm going to get a chase today since they sent me those chases. Maybe they know something I don't know, but we will see. And here we go with the last 2 boosters in our Batman the Animated Series HeroClix unboxing set. All right, let's see what we get. Oh, I was wrong. We got a chase, guys. We got Superman. This is awesome. We got Ra's al Ghul, we got Two-Face, we got Scarecrow. So we haven't seen Ra's al Ghul yet. We haven't seen Scarecrow yet. We haven't seen that Superman yet, the big blue Boy Scout. So let me tell you what Ra's and Scarecrow do. And then we'll hold on to Superman until we're done with the next booster, which is going to be difficult, but we can do it together. We can pull through. Man. So that's really cool of them. They sent me a couple extra chases. I'm very excited. Aquaman, that Aquaman is near and dear to my heart, so I'm glad I could share that with you guys. So cool. And just so you guys know, sometimes when I get these chases, I go to local venues on pre-release days, and I just put the chases up for prize support for whoever happens to be playing there on that particular day. I'm giving them away a few times at different local venues out here in Los Angeles. So who knows? If you're playing in a pre-release somewhere in Los Angeles that week, I might show up at your venue, might get an extra chase added to the prize pool. We will see what happens. All right, let's take a look at Scarecrow first. Set number 26, 60 points. Scarecrow is another guy that went under a drastic overhaul when they switched from the Batman the Animated Series to the new Adventures of Batman. This one is from Batman the Animated Series. He is 60 points, like I said. He has Arkham Asylum, Gotham City Underworld, and Scientist keywords. I'm interested to see if we'll get 2 Scarecrows in this set. That's why I mentioned that. He's got a special movement power, Frozen with Fear, Stealth, Free. Choose a character occupying one of his smoke cloud markers that can't use willpower. That character gains Immobile until your next turn. He's got a special attack power, so many wonderful varieties of my gas. Smoke Cloud. Smoke Cloud as free, but only to generate 2 markers. You may activate both in a single turn. He also has a special damage power, Plunged into Nightmares, Exploit Weakness. Free, choose a character occupying one of his Smoke Cloud markers that can't use willpower. That character gains Battle Fury until your next turn. So man, he is generating smoke clouds for free and then can do a variety of different things to people that are inside of his smoke cloud, his fear gas. That's really cool. That's an awesome way to deliver Scarecrow. And man, he's got so many of those special attack, defense, and movement squares on his dial, he's going to be halting a lot of the opposition. That might be one of the cooler Scarecrows, period, that we have in the game of HeroClix. What a wonderful dial, and what imaginative special powers for him. All right, Ghul. He's got a big card. Let's see. He is set number 34, 75 points. Batman enemy team ability. Get a good look at him. Demon's Quest is also one of the best episodes, or two-part episodes. That and Feet of Clay are probably way, way, way up there on the top of my rankings. He's got League of Assassins, Assassin, Past, and Ruler keywords. He's got a trait, Loyal Ubu, always by my side. At the beginning of the game, generate an Ubu bystander. Okay? He has a special movement power, League of Shadows, Sidestep, and Stealth. He's got a special damage power, a vast global organization, leadership, mastermind. When Ghul uses leadership and succeeds, instead of removing an action token, you may generate a ninja bystander at a maximum of 3. So some of the other ones have Gotham City Boss, where they are popping out these suited henchmen. He's popping out ninjas, the ninja bystanders. And if you remember, if you watch the rest of the unboxing series, those ninja bystanders tie into the actual 25-point ninja, because the 25-point ninjas can choose a standard power that they possess on their dial, and any ninja bystander or ninja on the board can use that particular power for free. So that's pretty cool. So Blades, Claws, Fangs, this ninja bystander does not have. The other ninja has it. It can say Blades, Claws, Fangs, and all of a sudden these ninjas get Blades, Claws, Fangs. Very cool. The Ubu bystander has Gotham Underworld and has a trait, modify Ubu's combat values by +1 if he's adjacent to a friendly character named Ghul. He's got Sidestep, Toughness, Close Combat Expert. And here's the back of his dial. There you go. Okay, moving on. The last booster in this entire unboxing series. Man, we have had so much cool stuff, and there's still so much more that I want to see. I'd love to see the ventriloquist. I'd love to see, man, there's just Clock King. So many cool episodes that are built around Batman's rogues, who are really the stars of Batman the Animated Series. Oh, and speaking of that, we got Mr. Freeze, and we got a super rare in the middle of a pack. That's weird. We got 2 Poison Ivies. We got an Alfred that we have not seen yet, I don't believe. We've got the white suit Alfred, or the beige suit Alfred. 2 Poison Ivies, and we got a super rare. That's Baby Doll. Oh, I love that episode. Oh, yes. And then we got a Mr. Freeze as well. Oh, man. There we go. They better put Heart of Ice on Mr. Freeze's card as the special appearance, or the episode that Freeze is from. Here's Baby Doll. Let's see. These 2 Poison Ivies are they're different Poison Ivies. We've got 2 different Poison Ivies here. Again, there's an awesome Poison Ivy episode where she goes and gets married and has kids and looks like she's living a normal life, and then you go inside her house and it's just like a house of horrors. Her whole family's tied into her plants and everything. But Baby Doll, that episode is incredible. Let's see, who do we want to take a look at first? Let's take a look at Alfred, then the Poison Ivies, then Mr. Freeze, and then Baby Doll. See what's different about those Ivies in just a moment. Alfred is worth 20 points. He's set number 6. He's in his more normal attire. What I'm used to seeing him in normally, actually. Okay. He's got a special movement power, I'll accompany you anywhere, Master Bruce. Sidestep. When an adjacent friendly character named Batman is given a move action, after resolutions, you may place Alfred adjacent to that Batman. There you go. He will literally follow you anywhere. There you go, front and back of the card. All right, sorry if I'm really moving along here. I just took that extra time to show you the chase figures from the Super Friends, so I really want to try and keep the video down in length a little bit. Thanks for hanging on with me, guys. Okay, next is Poison Ivy. Well, look, the sculpts are pretty much the same. One is set number 31 and worth 50 points. The other is set number 4 and worth 40 points. Okay? Look pretty much the same there. I'll toss them on this side. Really good separation of villains and heroes. It looks like it's just about even here. Maybe that's why Justice League is in the set, though. Because if Justice League is in the set, you almost have all villains from Batman, the animated series. Because it was all about the villains. You know, the core Batman family in that is pretty small. I mean, you do have Renee Montoya and Bullock and, you know, Commissioner Gordon and stuff like that, but still way more villains. So maybe that's why Justice League is in the set, to kind of balance it out. Let's see. The 40-point number 4 Poison Ivy has Gotham City Underworld and Scientist, and she has a trait called Pretty Poison. Poison Ivy has protected from poison. There you go. She has poison and she's protected. She has poison and she's protected from poison. There you go. All right. Front and back. This other Poison Ivy, there's a lot more to her. Eternal Youth is the one that it says this one's from, and Pretty Poison is the one that the other one is from. Yes. Let's see what this one does. Set number 31, Arkham Asylum, Gotham City Sirens, Gotham City Underworld, and Scientist keywords. She has a special attack power. You owe Mother Nature a big debt, and I'm going to see that you pay it. Smoke Cloud. When removing her smoke cloud markers from the map, you may generate a pheromone mushroom bystander at a maximum of 3 in one unoccupied square that had a smoke cloud marker. As a free, you may remove a pheromone mushroom bystander from the map. So that's just so you can kind of calibrate where you want your mushrooms to be. The mushrooms have mind control, and they have a trait, pheromone mushroom cannot be chosen for mastermind. So, there you go. Little mind-controlling mushrooms that she can leave all over the place. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, moving on to Mr. Freeze, who I am so excited to see. Heart of Ice. Again, one of the greatest episodes. There's so many. I know I say it so much. There's so many great episodes, though, in that cartoon series. Set number 9, we're 75 points. Batman Enemy, Team Ability. He's got Arkham Asylum, Gotham City Underworld, and Scientist keywords, and that sculpt is incredible. Mondo Tees, if you're familiar with Mondo Tees, they did a Batman the Animated Series vinyl collection of all the music that was contained within Batman the Animated Series, which is awesome. But they also did a poster series. And the one of Heart of Ice I got from my little brother. It's his favorite episode ever. And gosh, the poster series, the vinyl, it's all so awesome. If you're a fan of the cartoon series, go look them up. Try and get yourself some. Special damage power. 2 cold hero, Outwit, but only to target characters with action tokens. And if the target has 2 action tokens, you may choose an additional power. Very cool. Deep Freeze is the episode they chose. Boo. Boo. Pretty simple version of Mr. Freeze. I bet you we have another Mr. Freeze in that set, though. Okay, Baby Doll. Baby Doll. I love Baby Doll's story. She was a child actress, has a disease, and she can't grow larger. And she starts doing criminal activity. She gets the whole cast and sets them back on the TV set and tries to force them to be her family again. And Batman has to stop her. And I think at the end, she's just like crying at his feet. It's very emotional. It's very funny. It's everything that Batman the Animated Series was, just encapsulated in one episode. Baby Doll, very cool. She has Gotham City Underworld and Celebrity keywords. She's set number 49. She's worth 40 points. She has a trait, Kindred Spirit. At the beginning of the game, choose a friendly character to become Baby Doll's Kindred Spirit. Outwit, but only when she and her Kindred Spirit are on the same click number. Perplex, but only when she is on a different click number than her Kindred Spirit. And KO'd characters aren't on any click number any longer. So, if she's on the same click number, she gets Outwit. If she's on a different click number than her Kindred Spirit, she gets Perplex. She has a special attack power, Doll Gun, Mr. Happy Head. Energy Explosion. When Baby Doll uses it, all targeted characters can't use super senses. That's cool. She also has a special damage power, Ain't I the Cutest, Shape Change. When Baby Doll uses it, if she hasn't hit a character with an attack this game, she succeeds on a 3 to 6. All right, there you go. Another super rare. That's awesome. Baby Doll. Completely kind of forgot about that. And the last but not least, we have Superman, the Chase. So he's got the Trouble Alert, come in Superman, just like Aquaman, Apache Chief, all the rest of the Super Friends. He has Justice League, Kryptonian, and Super Friends keywords. He's set number 66. Okay, see if you can see the back there. There you go. He is worth either 100 or 40 points. Okay? He also has force fields, my occasional weakness, as a trait. Characters that can use energy shield deflection modify attack by +2 when attacking only Superman. Characters that can use energy shield deflection modify defense by +2 when Superman attacks them. All of the Super Friends have these crazy weaknesses to them. That's insane. He also has a special damage power. Spinning around them super fast usually works. Free. Choose an opposing character within 5 squares that has no other characters within 1 square of it. Destroy all pieces of blocking terrain adjacent to that character and roll a d6. On a roll of 4 to 6, give that character an action token. There you go. Okay, so not the beefiest Superman. I bet you that the Superman from Justice League Unlimited is a little bit beefier. But they might just make it a 100-point Superman. The Flash and the Wonder Woman that we got in this set... Man, I keep on knocking guys over. The Flash and the Wonder Woman that we got in this set from Justice League Unlimited are 75 points. And they have a trait that specifically is for other characters that share their keyword that are 100 points or less. So I bet you the other Superman is only 100 points as well. There you go. That rounds out our entire unboxing series. We went out with a bang. We got to take a look in hand at a couple of chases you might have already seen. Got to look at the card of Aquaman and got to see a brand new chase in Superman. So very, very excited that we were able to close out this unboxing series that way. I am maybe more stoked for this set than any set I have been in quite some time, just because of how big of an impact Batman the Animated Series had on me when I was in middle school and then going into high school and then spending time with the Justice League all throughout college and into my early 20s. I mean, I would stay up late and just watch on reruns all of the Justice League episodes on Cartoon Network. Man, I'm excited to see them all represented in HeroClix and be able to play with them now in my favorite game out there. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing series. I absolutely loved it. Let me know in the comments down below if you also are as excited as I am, or if there is any characters you didn't get to see that you're still hoping are in the set. As always, let me know if there's anything I can do better, or if you really enjoyed it, just say, "Go Super Friend Scotty Porter," in the comments section below. I will try and respond to all of you guys, and just know that I really appreciate you guys tuning into these every single time that we do them. It's an honor for me to unbox a game that I love and share early sneak peeks of this game that we all love with you guys. Thank you, WizKids, for supplying me the amazing brick that we got this time around. That was incredible. Thank you to Hyper RPG Studios for allowing me to shoot here. Once again, find them on Twitch, guys. They have so much amazing content. Role-playing games, tabletop games, video games, movie reviews, comic reviews, all the stuff that you would love to see, they do right here on the channel. So check them out on Twitch. Once again, my name is Scott Porter, and on behalf of WizKids, I hope that you guys love the Batman the Animated Series HeroClix set that comes out this July. The pre-release start on July 11th, so make sure you reach out to your local gaming stores and comic book stores and figure out when they're starting and when you guys can get your hands on this amazing set. I am going to go find a couple of friends, and I'm going to play with these guys right away. I'll see you guys in the next unboxing series. I hope you enjoyed this one, and until I see you guys again, may all your rolls be critical hits.